Ever wondered what it feels like to plunge into the unknown, guided only by a cryptic note, a key, and a map? Picture this: a regular day turned extraordinary by the arrival of an unforeseen envelope. No return address, no sender's name, only the protagonist's name neatly handwritten across the front. Inside, 3 items that would pique anyone's curiosity. A key, polished and gleaming, its purpose a mystery. A map, aged and frayed at the edges, its destination unclear. And then, the cryptic note, a riddle shrouded in mystery, hinting at a hidden treasure that's left to the imagination. The protagonist, a seemingly ordinary individual, is suddenly thrust into a world of intrigue and adventure. Their heart races, curiosity piqued as they run their fingers over the contents of the envelope. An unknown treasure, a cryptic note, a key, and a map. The perfect recipe for an adventure. Intrigued and excited, our protagonist decides to embark on what could be the adventure of a lifetime. What do you do when you have a treasure map in your hands and no idea where it leads? This is the question our protagonist found herself grappling with. The sense of mystery was intoxicating, yes, but it was also a puzzle that seemed to have no clear solution. It was like being handed a book in a language you don't speak. Intriguing? Certainly, but also frustrating. Our protagonist, let's call her Jane, wasn't one to back down from a challenge. With the cryptic note, the unmarked map, and the key burning a hole in her pocket, she began her quest to decipher the clues. It was a process that was as exciting as it was exasperating. Each clue she uncovered only led to more questions, more riddles to solve. It was a labyrinth of enigma, and Jane was right in the middle of it. The first major challenge came in the form of a coded message. The note was filled with symbols and characters that seemed to make no sense. But Jane was persistent. She spent hours poring over the note, examining each character, each symbol, trying to make sense of it all. It was like trying to piece together a jigsaw puzzle without the picture on the box. Then, in a moment of inspiration, Jane realized the symbols weren't just random. They were a code, a cipher, and she had the key right there in her pocket. The revelation was a rush, a wave of exhilaration that washed over her. She quickly set to work, using the key to decode the message. And slowly, the gibberish began to take shape. It was a set of coordinates. This was a significant breakthrough. The frustration turned into a sense of achievement. The excitement was palpable. Jane had overcome her first challenge, and it only fueled her determination. The mysterious treasure, whatever it was, felt a bit closer now. With the first challenge behind her, our protagonist is now more determined than ever to find the treasure. And so, the adventure continues. Scene script: have you ever embarked on a journey, not knowing what lies ahead? Imagine our protagonist, heart pounding with excitement and nerves, as she steps out into the world with nothing but a cryptic note, a map, and a key, each whispering of hidden treasures. The air is thick with the scent of adventure and the unknown. She journeys through landscapes that seem to pour straight from the pages of a fairy tale. Majestic mountains that touch the sky, dense forests shrouded in an air of mystery, and vast deserts where time seems to stand still. The beauty of nature, in all her glory, unfolds before her eyes, giving her a sense of awe and wonder, and a renewed vigor for her quest. Along the way, she meets characters as intriguing as the landscapes she traverses. A wise old woman living in solitude in the heart of the forest, a jovial man with 1,000 tales to tell, a silent stranger with eyes that seem to hold a universe of secrets. Each one leaves an indelible mark on her journey, adding another layer to the unfolding story. But the journey isn't just about the breathtaking sights or the fascinating characters. It's also about the dilemmas that make her question her quest. One day she stumbles upon a struggling village, their lands parched, their wells dry. The villagers with hopeful eyes tell her of an ancient well that could save their village. But the only way to unlock the well is with a key eerily similar to the one she holds. She stands at a crossroads, the key in her hand feeling heavier than ever. Should she use the key to unlock the treasure she's been seeking, or should she use it to save the village? Her quest for treasure suddenly seems trivial compared to the plight of the villagers. Our protagonist is faced with a choice that could change the course of her journey. What happens when the thrill of adventure turns into a roller coaster of suspense and surprise? Our protagonist, driven by an insatiable curiosity, faces a series of unexpected challenges. It's not just about deciphering clues and navigating the twists and turns of the journey anymore. It's about resilience, resourcefulness, and the courage to push through the unknown. The first challenge presents itself as a labyrinth of towering hedges. With no clear path in sight, she relies on her intuition and the cryptic map, turning left here, right there, always moving forward. The suspense builds with every turn, the treasure's location remaining as elusive as ever. Next, she stumbles upon a rickety bridge hanging over a roaring river. With no other path in sight, she must cross it, despite its creaking timbers and swaying ropes. She takes a deep breath, takes the first step, and then the next, until she's safely on the other side. The experience shakes her, but also strengthens her resolve. Just when she thinks she's faced the worst, she's met with a steep, rocky cliff. The only way forward is up. Despite her trembling hands and pounding heart, she starts the treacherous climb, the promise of the hidden treasure fueling her determination. After what feels like an eternity, she reaches the top, exhausted but triumphant. Each challenge she encounters is a test, not just of her physical abilities, but her mental and emotional strength as well. With each obstacle overcome, the thrill of the chase intensifies. The treasure, whatever it may be, is no longer just a prize to be won. It's a symbol of her journey, her growth, her courage. But with every challenge conquered, the nature of the treasure becomes more mysterious and elusive. What could possibly be worth all this trouble? Is it gold and jewels, or something more abstract, like knowledge or self-discovery? The uncertainty only adds to the suspense, turning the adventure into a roller coaster of surprises. With each challenge, the nature of the treasure becomes more mysterious and elusive. What do you do when you finally reach the end of your journey only to find that the treasure was not what you expected? Picture this, our protagonist, heart pounding with anticipation, breath hitching in her chest as she arrives at the location indicated by the cryptic map. The air is thick with suspense, every step echoing with the weight of her expectations. She's traversed treacherous terrains, faced unexpected challenges, and encountered intriguing characters, all to get to this point, the end of the line. Her hands tremble as she uses the mysterious key to unlock what she believes to be a treasure chest. A heartbeat of silence, and then the lid creaks open, revealing not a chest brimming with gold or jewels, but rather something far more unexpected. Her heart sinks, disappointment flooding her senses. This was not what she had envisioned. The treasure she had been anticipating, the grand prize at the end of her adventure, was not here. But in the midst of her disappointment, a realization dawns upon her. She gazes at the contents of the chest, a collection of mementos from her journey. A feather from the bird that had guided her in the forest, a leaf from the tree under which she'd found solace during a storm, a pebble from the river she'd crossed, and a piece of the map that had led her here. And in that moment, she understood. The treasure was not an object or a pile of precious metals. The treasure was the journey itself, the experiences she had along the way, the challenges she overcame, the friendships she forged, and the person she became. The treasure was in the memories, the lessons learned, and the growth experienced. In the end, the true treasure was not a chest of gold or jewels, but the journey itself and the lessons learned along the way. It was an adventure that transformed a curious girl into a wise and courageous explorer. A journey that, unbeknownst to her, was the real treasure all along. What is the value of a journey if not for the lessons it teaches us? Our protagonist's adventure, sparked by a cryptic note, a key, and a map, was a testament to this truth. Her journey, filled with unexpected challenges and intriguing encounters, taught her invaluable lessons. Lessons of curiosity, perseverance, and moral integrity. Curiosity, the spark that ignited her quest, led her down untraveled paths and into the heart of the unknown. It was curiosity that revealed the world in a new light. unearthing secrets hidden beneath the surface. Perseverance, the fuel that kept her going even when the road got tough. It was the beacon that guided her through the darkest nights, promising the dawn of a new day. And moral integrity, the compass that directed her decisions, ensuring she stayed true to herself and her values. It was the anchor that kept her grounded, even in the face of temptation. In the end, it wasn't about the destination, but about the journey and how it changed our protagonist forever.